Hey guys, Grant here from dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I want to talk about Facebook ads for e-commerce. Let's dive in. Alright, so there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to advertising on Facebook. A lot of people say, oh look, Facebook ads don't work for my product, or they don't work for my niche, or they don't even work at all, which really it's just not true. People that have said that usually have put up one ad, one image, one set of copy to one audience, didn't work, and they say it doesn't work, which is just not true. They just haven't done it the right way. When you're actually getting started, you need to make sure it's all set up correctly at the website. That's the first place we go before we even start doing anything with Facebook. Okay, so on the website you need to make sure that your pixel's installed correctly wherever that might be. It's different for different websites, but if you're using Shopify like we do, like I'm sure a lot of people watching this are using, it's very simple. Going into your preferences and adding the ID into the section where it says to add the ID. Very simple. Facebook tracks for all 6 standard events, so you don't even have to do any sort of custom conversion events in the back end of Facebook or anything like that. It tracks for your add to cart, your view content, purchase, all of those sort of things are tracked already. So once that ID is pasted in there, you're all good to go. But just to make sure that it's installed correctly on your site, you can go to a Chrome extension called the Pixel Facebook Helper, install that. There's a little icon at the top of the screen that you click on once you're on your site, and it'll show you if the pixel's installed correctly. There'll be a little drop down menu and it'll show the Facebook pixel there if it's installed correctly. It also shows the microdata and schema if that's installed on your site as well. Now what's that? Well, essentially that's just a small snippet of code at the bottom of your head tag, just under the bottom of the head tag in your theme liquid. It's just the code. And that just essentially tells Facebook and Google a little bit of information about your site, so it improves the searchability and performance of your ads, etc. back to those platforms. If you're not comfortable mucking around with the code, it's not that hard to do, but you probably get a developer to do it. But if you're keen to have a go at it yourself, then you go to the structured data markup helper, and you would start tagging your site there. There's information online about how to do that. It's fairly simple. Go through and tag where your logo is, the brand, the description, a few other bits and pieces. It'll give you a little snippet of code. Tag. Once that code's being generated, you can just go into the theme liquid of your site and put it under the head tag. So it's not that hard. Once those two are set up and they're essential, you need to make sure those are done for everything to be working correctly. You need to map out your funnel. Now, a lot of people, when they go on Facebook, like I said, they'll chuck up one ad, one set of copy, all the rest of it, and hope for the best. Would you do that with your business? Probably not. You'd probably plan it out a little bit. And it's the same with Facebook ads. You need to plan it out. So even just a basic funnel. Okay, so some sort of top of the funnel engagement, like a post engagement campaign, just to really get the interest from that cold audience. And that will go through to a conversion campaign, where you start to use lookalike audiences, stuff like that. This is just a general basic funnel, and then back into the back end, which is obviously the bottom of the funnel, retargeting stuff. Now, although I've talked about the top of the funnel first, you need to be doing you need to be setting up the bottom of the funnel before anything else. Okay, so you need to make sure that bottom of the funnel is ready to go before any traffic starts coming through to the website. You don't want to waste any sort of ad spend sending someone to a website when there's no retargeting, because they've come to the website, they might even look at a product, and then they're gone. You've lost them. So that retargeting is essential. So obviously that's the first step. You want to set up that bottom of the funnel retargeting, and what essentially that does is any traffic that comes to that site, they look at that product. When they go back to Facebook, this can be on or off Facebook, by the way, they could have come from anywhere, and looked at a product. When they go to Facebook, the Facebook cookie knows that they've been on your site, and they start retargeting them for the exact product that they looked on your site. Okay, now that's gold. They are red hot traffic. They've already looked at a product on your site. They may have even added it to cart. So they are red hot. Without that bottom of the funnel, you would have just lost them altogether. So they are really highly converting, and you need to make sure that there's some sort of mapping involved when you first start your Facebook campaigns. Facebook campaigns. Map them out. Map out a funnel, even if it's just a simple one, just like that. Okay, so next is you want to do some sort of testing on audience or personas. Okay, so you don't want to just target everyone in Australia. Have a bit of a think about the audience that you want to actually target, and do some testing. Think of a few different audiences and build a few different ads around those audiences, and then start testing them out, and then you can start picking winners from that. All right, this is a very broad overview, I know, but it's just going to give you a good start on where to go. Next is you want to do some testing on, once you've got the audience locked in, you want to do some testing on the actual offer that you're offering, and possibly the hook. So there might be some sort of free shipping, or we give you a cover over whatever the product is. That could be a good hook. So you want to start testing those as well. Third round of testing you want to do is the creative. You want to start testing the images, which ones work the best, and start testing out those ones. And then after those are all done, you can start to optimize. With everything that's been tested, you can optimize. Sounds a bit complicated, but this is sort of, like I said, a 30,000 foot overview. Social proofing is also something you should do. That gets a bit more in depth in the back end if you don't really know what you're doing. It can be a little bit more complicated to set up, but if you really want to make your Facebook ads go off, you want to start social proofing them. So that means all the likes, comments, and everything, they come with the ad, so that when people see an ad, there's like 2,000 people that have liked it, viewed it, or whatever it might be. There's a lot of trust there when it comes to the social proof. People believe that because so many people have liked it or commented or shared it, that it's better than any other ad with just nothing on it. So you need to think about social proofing them as well. Okay, so that's, like I said, a very, very high overview of Facebook ads for e-commerce, but it should give you a good idea of how they run and should be set up correctly. All right, so if you've got any questions at all, comment below the video. I'm more than happy to get in there and answer the comments. If you do like the video, give us a big thumbs up, and as always, head over to dropshipdownunder.com.au to learn about dropshipping right here in Australia. All right guys, that's it for today. Cheers.